What's going on, guys? I am back, and today I've something very different. If you haven't known, EA have released the official trailer of FIFA 15 at E3, I think, and it shows a lot of improvements within the game. Some people have already been able to play it, even though the game has only been, I think, 50% made. I think that's what one of the representatives of EA said. Like they've only made, like they've built, not built, but they've like kind of made the game mechanics and physics, but they're just trying to like finish it up and stuff and polish it up and other things. So this story is what I want to talk about. It's kind of a trailer breakdown and some of the things that will be coming to FIFA 15. For the first time in about, not for the first time, but you know, I got my hopes up so much for FIFA 13, FIFA 14. They were a massive letdown. And I'm trying not to get my hopes up a lot for FIFA 15, but I just can't help not to, which is just so bizarre considering how shit FIFA 14 was. But I'll tell you a few reasons why I think FIFA 15 will be a big improvement. So firstly, the different features that they've been able to add. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is kits. It's unreal. Even though they probably should have added it maybe 2 years ago, it's still a really nice feature. So basically the kits can get dirty. Like, so if you're playing like Ultimate Team and it's a really night or whatever, your player goes sliding in, his shorts or his jersey or his socks will get all muddy, and it may be something small, but it may be something like that that'll just, like, you know, improve so much on the game. And I actually really like that feature. Another feature that I saw was the stadiums. This is I'm really excited about it as well. The feature of like different fans. So fans will be able to sing more. I saw they were talking about the cop at Anfield being able to sing "Hold Your Scarves Up." Now I've been in the cop once. It is literally like the best feeling that I've ever had, and if they're able to recreate that somehow, then I literally will love EA. It also talked about the Borussia Dortmund stadium before the match, where they hold up basically just a sea of yellow flags and scarves and banners and the whole lot, and that'll look unbelievable. I think there was one more stadium, but I can't think of it right now. It'll probably come to me in a few minutes. There is meant to be a few skill moves added, and one of them is like it's kind of variation on the roulette. It's in the World Cup game, but I think you have to be standing for it, and it's basically another version of roulette that looks really nice. And the second one is a reverse elastico, which I haven't been able to see yet, but a few people that I've been talking about it say that it is really nice. Another thing is added celebrations. So if you're 1-0 down in the 90th minute and you score a massive goal, you can basically get your whole team to go up and celebrate. Not just like anyone on the pitch, but you can go up and celebrate like by the corner flag. You can get your player to like grab the corner flag and celebrate with all your teammates, which I think is something really cool, because it does happen in real life. You know, whether it be a Premier League game where a team is fighting to fight off relegation, or a team is fighting to win the league, or even in a playoff or Champions League or Cup or whatever, and your team scores a massive goal in the last few minutes, and your team just goes mental, and the fans go mental as well. And that's one thing that I also saw. Yes, Etihad Stadium. When I think it's like when you're playing in the Etihad Stadium and you're a few goals up, the fans will actually do I think it's like something Poznan, where they all turn their backs and they start jumping up and down, which is really cool. Another thing that people are saying is that the headers are very underpowered this year, which is just a massive improvement. A few people that have been that have played the game. I think it was in Cologne in Germany that they were able to fly out to, and they were able to play a like kind of alpha, if you say, or a beta of FIFA 15. You know, I think it was Kazoo who said that he had 25 corners and you only scored from one corner, which wasn't even a header, which is just so good to see. Because EA have been receiving, like, you know, a lot of stick and a lot of shit from basically everyone who plays FIFA, because of these overpowered corners, and it kind of shows, like, you know, they are kind of moving forward. I know they haven't fixed the web app, servers are still shit, etc, but at least they're, you know, looking towards the next game, seeming to try and improve that. Another thing that EA representatives talked about was the winning challenges. So basically, instead of a player tackling someone and then just suddenly losing the ball, and the ball going like straight out for a goal kick or something, the player would actually be able to win the ball back. It'd be kind of like those challenges from behind where excuse me, the player like comes from behind, kind of wraps his leg around the ball on the player and is able to get the ball back. That's where EA are coming from with that, and you know, that's actually really good, really good to see. Another thing that I think people from EA and people who just were able to play the game was the ability to manage players and ability to control players from certain set pieces and certain corners, which it can be abused a little bit. You know, people can just basically get everyone into the box and try and score from the corner, but the fact that headers seem to be nerfed this year, I don't think it will, which will be a very good balance. Which a balance between headers is another thing that people from EA have talked about. And they have also added a new feature, which is parking the bus and counter-attack. Sorry. So basically you can park the bus, so you can basically get everyone in your own half. If you're 1-0 up at the 90th minute, you can get all your players, park them in front of the goal, which it makes the game more realistic, but I don't think it'll add to the actual gameplay. I think it'll make it a little bit more boring. A lot of people will use it, especially in Ultimate Team, just to try and like grind out wins if they're in Division 1 or, you know, something like that. So I'm not really liking that feature, and also this counter attacking where they can basically tell players to go up into the box, hoof the ball forward, and you have about 4 players up in the box, which is something, again, I don't think will be very good. But video is coming to an end. I hope you have enjoyed. If you are looking forward to FIFA 14 or FIFA 15, which very few people are, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on what kind of stuff EA are adding into the new game, and you know, what different features they're adding in and stuff like that. So leave down in the comments below what you think about the new additions and what you think should be added, and if you are like, you're obviously gonna buy it, because basically everyone does it every year, unless you have a very good will. But let me know all that down in the comments. Also like the video if you do enjoy it, and subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you next time.